Time to talk Gators here at the Voice of College Football. Please like the videos, share the videos on social media. If you enjoy them, others will as well. Please hit that bell for the notifications once you've subscribed. That way you know when we're going live and uploading content. We got Jackie Franchuli on the line from allgators.com on the SI platform for Florida Athletics. Jackie, how are we doing today?
I'm doing well, Mark. How are you doing?
I'm doing just fine. Appreciate you stopping by to give us the word on the Gators' first scrimmage. So Florida hit the football field much sooner than most teams across the country and have already been on the field for a couple weeks now. We're getting some reports from this first scrimmage. So what do you have for us?
Yeah, sure. So it was a closed scrimmage. So we were kind of going through our sources, and everyone kind of agreed that the defense won the day. So you can take it in two different ways. You can say it got better or the offense got worse. It kind of depends on your glass half full, glass half empty type of person. Defensively, a lot of the young guys really showed out. I've heard Derek Wingo, the second-year linebacker, had a really great day. Obviously, you can't hit the quarterback during these scrimmages, but he would have had several sacks. Tyron Hopper, a linebacker that I've been a fan since he's gone into Florida, and I expect him to have more playing time this year. He had a pick during the scrimmage. From what I'm told, apparently his IQ is a little higher when it comes to the playbook. One of the things that allegedly the reason why he didn't play much last year was still learning the playbook. I understand Granton's defense can be a little bit more complicated than most. So I've heard that he's done a really good job of learning the playbook. So in my mind, that makes me think that he's going to be playing more in the next year. And he certainly impressed during the scrimmage. I think Donovan McMillan is another name that we keep hearing has done very, very well. Now, on the offensive side of the ball, during that scrimmage, we heard that the quarterbacks, all of them, not just, one certain quarterback, had 5 picks on the day. So obviously that could be a little concerning. The offensive line didn't have the best day covering. They didn't allow the quarterbacks to have a lot of time. But in the same time, Lorenzo Lingard, one of the running backs, had a really long run touchdown from what we heard. So I think there were some good things that we're hearing from the scrimmage, but obviously some concerning things and some expected things. Don't forget, a lot of these guys are going through spring practice for the first time. They didn't have spring last year. It was shocking to me that Kerry Elam spoke to us earlier this week, and he said this is the first opportunity he's had to have a spring, and this is going into his third season. So it's quite remarkable when you think of those lines like that. After missing last spring, some of these guys are behind, especially the young ones who might have early enrolled thinking that they're going to have a spring underneath their belts. They also didn't have opportunity to get coached up by Nick Savage, for instance. They were, getting YouTube videos last year at this point of the year, for the pandemic starting. Nick Savage couldn't have them in the weight room. They did YouTube videos. And according to Savage, he said some of these guys were using animals like pets, like dogs and cats as dumbbells. So you can see, you can understand why some of these guys are going to take a little while, but the good news is spring has helped certain guys develop, and a lot of the young guys are showing some good development. It's just now it's working on making sure you have that chemistry. Obviously, a lot of moving pieces on that offense. You're not going to have Kyle Pitts. You're not going to have Kadarius Toney. You're obviously not going to have Kyle Trapp. So those are the big things that we've heard from the scrimmage. And it depends on what type of fan you are. If you want to look at the negative or the positive. If you're negative, well, you're going to think of the offense. But at least positively, the defense could be moving in the right direction. And honestly, seeing what we did from last year's defense, I'll take that as a good note.